Newsfirst Newsline with Faraz Shaukat Ali.
Good morning and welcome to Newsline. Today, live from the Colombo Harbour, we are on board the Sri Lankan Navy ship Sayura. And joining me this morning is Bandula Jayasekara. Good morning, Bandula.
Morning, Faraz, and welcome back.
Indeed, it's great to be back home in Sri Lanka after a short break. And viewers, thank you for having watched us in the last 2 weeks, even though it was minus me and it was only with Bandula. And a very happy New Year to you all. And we're also joined by the Chief of Staff of the Sri Lankan Navy, SS or Sirimavan Ranasinghe. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
And how are you today?
Very good, thank you very much.
And is it true that sailors have all the fun?
Of course, not that sailors have all the fun. People say sailors have more fun.
Ah, I see. The poor Navy and the Air Force.
You should join the Navy this year.
Yes, it looks like that's a jolly good idea. So, how is the Sri Lankan Navy in peacetime? Are you less busy?
Yes, in a way, because we don't have confrontations. Otherwise, we are at sea, most of the time deployed, doing our routine jobs.
And which is what, mainly?
Our protection of the seafarers, the fishermen, looking after our own fishermen and ensuring that no poaching takes place, or if there are poachers, to chase them away, catch them, stopping illegal migrants moving out or coming in, and then smugglers, all that.
So human smuggling as well?
Yes, sir, yes.
I see. And so in terms of when we had the war and the Navy was it increased in size during the war?
Yes, it was, because we had to increase our fleet, and we were asked to take over some of the deployments in the army, taken over by the army, so that the army could move to the front. So our numbers also increased very much so.
Siriman, you played a very important role. There was a time like it was very difficult for the army to move on, getting supplies across to the north.
Yes, and especially when we had the roads network cut on land, the logistic support for the northern peninsula had to be totally almost depend on the sea. The aircrafts were very limited, the way the cargo could carry was very limited, so the Navy had to take a lot of brunt during that particular era.
So what do you do with your people, the members of the Navy now that we are in a peacetime, a sort of sustainable peace operation? How do you get them? How do you keep them gainfully employed?
As I said, the duty at sea is continuing.
Right.
Except the fighting part of it.
Okay.
And so we are totally employed. All our sea assets are readily deployed as much as we can. That is one. And then the people who are on land are also gainfully employed, because the coastline has to be monitored continuously. It is the electronic surveillance alone is not sufficient to ensure the safety of everybody, including we do lifeguard duties along with the Coast Guard. And so that is one way of employing our people. Right.
And this vessel that we are on board this morning, the SLNS Sayura, we've had it since what, 1999?
That's right. In the Sayura joined the fleet in 99 or 2000, early 2000.
And was from voyages from India?
Yes, this is, in fact, this was known as INS Saryu in India. It was Saryu in India and became Sayura in Sri Lanka Navy.
I see. So
it was on a easy payment scheme, sir?
It was on an easy payment scheme, and to my knowledge, I think the payments are done, and this Sri Lanka Navy owns this vessel now.
So there's no controversy here then?
I have no idea. Right. I don't think there was any controversy. Are you looking for?
Well, we tend
You are looking for some,
yes,
I guess.
we must investigate. But no, this is a apparently a very clean transaction. This
Siriman, a viewer wants to know, after the war, Sri Lanka Navy seized an LTT vessel overseas. What happened to it?
Oh, we deployed it for our useful gains because it could be used as a cargo ship, and we have to transfer some of our items from Colombo to Trincomalee, Trincomalee to Jaffna, and some of the things that we had to transfer are profitable if we do it by sea. So we use that vessel as a logistic vessel, as well as for surveillance at sea.
Didn't the present commander, Ravi Vijayakumar, he's the founder of the Special Boat Squadron, right?
That is right.
Now, and then, how did the Special Boat Squadron work with these such ships? I know you all really defeated the Sea Tigers, and how did you all do it?
Oh, this is a very Sea Tiger defeat for Sea Tigers had to be done at sea, and not very close to the shore, but far out at sea. And this was a special operation called the Sagar Balya, Operation Sagar Balya, where this ship took a pivotal role. And in doing that, the Special Boat Squadron was also boarded at the time of such operations, so that if a necessity arise, they could be sent out to board the suspect vessel to ensure that we engage only the right ship. And what we call VBSS, Visit Board Search and Seizure, and they are specially trained for such, to board a suspect vessel even by force and ensure that we engage only the right target.
So to the winner, the spoils. So what happened to that vessel that you got, that you won in a battle with the LTT? Then? Is it still in service? Is it?
It is. It is still in service, but it is. We did not take a lot of effort in maintaining that vessel, because vessel maintenance is very costly.
Right.
So we could just manage to keep it as long as we could use it properly. Mm-hmm. And since now the road network is rightly come up, and we have access to all round within the island, it is now the use of that vessel is very limited.
Siriman, you all got involved in tourism. There, I remember this famous jetliner, and I didn't know what happened to that.
Our jetliner was on a lease, on a dry lease where we operated it, and the lease time completed, so we had to hand that ship back to the owner's country.
So Navy is not involved in peacetime like tourism promotions?
We have. The jetliner was effectively used, giving sunset cruises for anybody who was interested at a cost, just maintaining the cost. And we also started a few projects like the Lighthouse Galley. And,
which is down. How is that doing then?
Oh, it is very well. It's a very popular location in the evenings. And
open to the members of the public.
It used to be open to the public, but now, now of course we are planning to use it as our own holiday resorts and restaurants.
No, but what about the people? I mean, the Mahajanata. Why can't they come?
Restaurant down here,
That's right. That's right.
Why can't the members of the public, the paying public, come and have a meal there?
Oh, since
there's no security issue now.
It is nothing to do with the security issue.
Right.
It is just that we don't want. We started things to encourage the normal population to start up businesses of that nature. And then, if especially the jetliner was done with that view, so that it becomes an example for people to invest in such things.
You all were unable to get an entrepreneur to take that on and carry on.
Yes, people would have found it a little bit difficult to manage, because you need qualified seafarers in handling such things.
But we are an island, for us. I mean, we need these cruisers.
Yes, we need them.
Benefit the tourism. Yeah. But also, may I make a request? And if you don't allow the public, please don't allow the politicians to come to those places also.
Yes, if the public are not allowed,
don't.
Can we ask you to consider that request?
Consider it. You don't have to answer, but consider it.
But can they become as guests? for a function.
So then
Can the
public
members
also
of the
can
public
become
Can
guests.
Yes,
we come?
they can be guests.
Then you can.
Yes.
Then we can. Can Bandula and I have lifetime membership of this thing?
When you are invited, you are most welcome.
Yes, I see. Right. We'll bear that in mind.
And also,
All right.
Siriman, now what now? The special coming back to the special boat squadron. Now it's peacetime. How are they occupied now?
They continue their training. You know, there's a saying called, the more you sweat, the less you bleed. So we continue with that training.
For us, good advice to you.
Indeed, indeed. So, as a Navy man, and you've, if my research is right, 33 years in the Navy.
Okay, that's right.
So, as a Navy man and as a career Navy man, are you comfortable that peace is here, the future is looking bright, and Sri Lanka is well on its way? Would you agree with all that sentiment, or
Yes,
with some
every
reservation?
bit of it, every word of it. I don't think if you ask the entire population of this country, the servicemen, let it be Army, Navy, Air Force, Police, Civil Defence Force, they would be right on top to agree with that sentiment.
Can I ask you, did you see? You must have. Did you see frontline action?
I had
So
I had some
when
experience.
then on the 16th of May, when the President Rajapaksa made his, or the 19th,
19th of May, yes.
when he made his speech in Parliament, did you breathe a sigh of relief?
Oh yes, sir, I did. It was not a sigh, a complete exhale of relief.
And do you think that was replicated throughout the ranks in the Sri Lankan Navy?
Yes, with my all heart, I believe so.
How do you look back, Siriman, your 33 years of a naval officer, Navy man, you at sea? How do you look back?
With a lot of affection, because my life, and I'm sure that it can be shared with anybody who had joined the Navy, we joined soon after the school most of the time, and then this becomes our life. And whatever we have, whatever we are now, is because of the Navy. So I don't know whether we can, even after retirement, I think we still have to
It's very
give that credit
interesting.
to the
You
Navy.
are from Anuradhapura. What made you join the Navy, Siriman?
Yes.
Oh, I just wanted to see the sea.
And you saw
And
you want to see the Hogana Pokuna, all right?
you must be a couple of years away from retirement.
Yes, just 2
So
years.
what do you intend doing? What does a Navy man do in retirement? Does he get into politics?
Not a good option, but
Good answer.
not a good option. But it depends. It depends. But once you retire from the Navy gives you enough experience for a very good life, and it's slightly technically oriented, and so it gives you the advantage of being in a technical society. So it won't be difficult to find some gainful employment even after retirement.
And maybe you become, a good, with your experience, a good house husband.
I would love to do that.
And SS, tell me, the Sri Lankan Navy, is it a place that you would recommend the youth of today to join?
It is a very nice place. Navies are a technically oriented armed force, and it gives you a lot of opportunities for higher studies. If you join as an officer, you will be awarded a degree after completion of your basic studies, and then you have the opportunity of gainful employment yourself and continue to study in different fields. It could be technical or it could be management. We encourage people to learn and study because knowledgeable people can give better output.
SS, Commander of the Chief of Staff of the Sri Lankan Navy, thank you very much for your time on our program on Newsline this morning.
Thank you very much, Pras. Thank you.
And we hope to have you on our network another time, another day.
Thank you.
On that note, we'll take a short break, and do stay tuned to Newsline. We'll be right back.
Newsline with Faraz Shaukat Ali.
Broadcasting live from SLNS Syra, ship that is berthed in the Colombo harbour. And we're joined, our second guest this morning is by the commander of SLNS Syra, Captain Hasita Gabage. Good morning to you, Captain.
Very good morning to you. Very good.
Lovely to have you with us, and thank you for having us on your ship.
Yeah, it's special. So
We are his guests,
yes,
and of course the colors of the sea.
Indeed,
Man in
indeed.
blue.
yes. And special thanks to you also that you are conducting this type of program for Navy. I'm very much grateful.
Oh no, the people are more grateful to you and to the entire Navy for its contribution to the peace that we are now enjoying on our island. And the Republic is very grateful to all of you, actually.
Hasita, how long have you been commanding this ship?
Already I have completed 9 months. This is my 10th month. I have joined this ship on last March. So I'm continuing my commanding officer position since last month.
So what is the role of this ship of Syra in peacetime? What do you all do?
So basically we are in an island. We are an island nation. So we have to protect our island from different enemies. So that some people are exploring our resources out at sea. You know this. Nowadays we are protecting our exclusive economic zone, and we are patrolling over there, and we watch what is happening on there.
Right. So is it a tough job?
Yes, Navy is always tough job. It is.
How long have you been in the Navy?
I have completed my 20 years. 20 years, yes.
20 years.
This is my 29th year.
I see. And frontline action, you've seen frontline action?
Yes, actually I was second in command of the ship 2008 until finish of the war. And as a officer in command as fast aircraft also I work, and commanding officers of gunboat also I work. So I had
Did
lot of
this ship
experience.
come under attack?
During my period, not. And any period, ships is not come under attack.
Is this the biggest ship, Hasita?
Yes,
in the Sri
yes.
Lankan
At
Navy?
the moment, we have 3 big ships, but among those, this is the biggest.
But you got, I think, 2 ships. Those are for the Coast Guard from Australia recently, right? Some time ago.
Yeah, those
Or
are
is it for
small.
the-
These are
small
small
craft,
ships. Those ships are not come under this
come
category.
And Captain, how many people, how many crew do you have? Do you call them crew?
Yes, this is officers and sailors.
Right.
Yes.
And how many do you
I
have?
have 17 officers, the executive branch and the technical
17.
officers. 17 officers plus 130 sailors on board.
On
They are
board?
technical.
And they also live on this
yes,
ship?
yes. They
Are you
live on-
What time do you start the day and what time do you end?
Normally,
you don't?
we start our day at 8 o'clock. This is what we call colors.
Colours.
So, and the morning they get up over 5:30, and we are piping up. That we call wake up call.
Wake up call.
So then after that, so we do we follow our routine, and till 10 o'clock in the night. So we again do a piping, so that we have to.
Do sailors ever go to bed? Do sailors ever go to bed?
Two
Go to
sailors.
sleep? Do sailors ever go to bed or go to sleep? Or, you
Or do
always
they
stay
party?
awake?
Do you party all night?
No. Yes, sometimes. You know, there
Some-
are
You
times-
party only part time,
Yes.
but you work full time.
We work full time. Actually, at sea also we don't sleep much, so that they have different tasks. So at different
They have
watches.
to be alert all
They are
the
alert,
time.
no. They have different watches, so they have to do their part.
So and the country spends a lot of money on its defense, and so does this ship have all the latest technology and so on? to keep
No,
in touch?
compared to other the developed navies, we do not have that facility. But to protect our country, means that our zone, or to perform my duties, that I have resources.
Sufficient. Yes.
Hasita, but how do you protect our northern brothers and sisters, especially the fishermen?
Yes.
Because they suffered earlier because they couldn't go to fish. Now they have a threat from the Tamil Nadu fishermen. How do you protect them?
Normally that we have different assignments, so that we go to northern area for a period. Always one big ship at northern area. So we doing our patrols there. So in any case of emergency or if they need any requirement, so we will help them to do their job.
Now we have to protect them a lot because you know
so they are Sri Lankan. So that we have
because of this the fishing vessels from Tamil Nadu. That's one of the biggest roles carried out by the Navy.
We do our patrols along international maritime boundary line, so that we normally we restrict them to come inside our water, so that our
do you have a little jail here on this ship? A little
not jail.
Holding cell? No,
we don't have. But anyway, if we capture somebody, so we will hand over to our nearest base to hand over police.
I see. You don't keep them and travel about.
We don't do it. So
Right.
we soon after we capture those people, so we transfer them into shore.
Right.
Now there is a question, Hasita, from I asked you in the Sinhala program also from a viewer. Said in spite of peace, Sri Lankan Navy needs ships to maintain security. Apart from that, do you need new offshore petrol vessels to replace the aging fleet?
Yes, we require more ships to protect our country and aging fleet, to replace aging fleet. So with that program, so Navy is going to acquire a few ships from India and some other countries. Shipbuilding is going on at India, but some are in discussion level to acquire these ships.
And during the war years, during the war period, did the LTT ever manage to attack the Colombo port?
Yes, I can remember. I cannot remember the exact.
They tried.
In one incident, so one boat entered to the port with explosive.
I see.
But luckily our people were alert at that time, so one fast attack craft take off from the pier and
a bit
destroy
like
that.
one of those that's going past, sailing by now.
Yes. Otherwise, the massive disaster may happen.
And is it easy to, in peacetime and operationally on your vessel, is it easy to keep your sailors occupied, or do they get bored, or do they have enough work to do?
Yes, they have enough work to do, even peacetime or wartime.
Right.
Only that they do have that tension about the war situation, but they have enough to do.
What are the general, this is for our viewers, what are the general recreational facilities you provide for sailors?
On board that we have very limited recreational facilities, so we have treadmill and all these things. So we use
gym
exercises. Then we use this heli hangar for these recreational facilities. Apart from that, a few people are doing this chase and the indoor activities.
Have you all taken part in this Sayura on parades in other countries? You know what you call?
Yes.
We call this flag ceremony.
But when they invited us so that we participate for these things, the last May, I went to Singapore with my crew to participate in International Maritime Defense Exhibition. And January 28th, I will depart from Colombo to participate International Fleet Review at Visakhapatnam. So
that's where you purchased it. You got the ship from Visakhapatnam.
So you would, to a young person who is thinking of joining the Navy, as a Navy man yourself, would you say that the Navy is a good place to be in?
This is very good place. So that soon after the school, so I joined Navy. So this is a technical force.
Yeah.
So we have to have a little educational background, and Navy is develop a person to become a fully fledged person. So that inside that they can explore our opportunities to develop.
Hasita, like your chief of staff,
Yes.
I mean, you hail from Anuradhapura, you all went to the same school. What made you join the Sri Lanka Navy?
You know that that a dream. You know that in west, so it is 60 miles from Anuradhapura Putlama that we can see the sea. We could see the sea. Then again 60 miles for east, so Trincomalee.
Yes.
So that is our dream. So that during my school time, so that's my dream.
So you're living your dream now.
Yes, yes.
And you're not working for Capital Maharaja, because that's where usually dreams are turned into reality at our group. Isn't that true, Bandula?
Yes, definitely.
But in fact, you are working for the people of Sri Lanka.
Yes.
Sri Lanka Navy.
How do you look back, Hasita? Do you feel very happy after so many years of service,
Yes.
serving the country, serving the Navy?
I'm very happy and I'm very proud to be a naval officer. So this is my dream came true. So I'm very happy about this effort.
Well, Captain Hasita Gamage, the commanding officer of the SLNS Saira, we must say thank you very much for having us as your guests here today, and thank you for being on our show. And we hope to welcome you on our program another time, another day.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bandula, do we have an exciting week ahead? Are we going to be in action? Are we going to expose various things in the
I'm
coming
sure we
weeks?
should do that because we are the people's channel. I think we should read out because we are not scared to name them. We don't want to shame anybody. We'll come out with the truth. That's really what we have to do and give a voice to the people of this
Indeed.
country.
And if people want, when we name them, and if they want to be shamed, well, that's entirely up to them, isn't it, Bandula?
Yeah, because we need to create a better Sri Lanka for our people.
And,
because the masses are suffering, that's what we need
And
to
perhaps shall we remind members of the public that at Newsline we are always open to your information. If you want to do a bit of whistleblowing, you have our email and Facebook contacts.
send us the files.
Send us the files and we'll look into them for you. Because we are, as Bandula rightly says, we are the people's channel. And on that note, we will say thank you for watching Newsline today, live from the SLNS Saira at the Colombo Harbour. And a last thought for the day. Serenity comes when you trade expectations for acceptance. On that note, it's great to be back. Thank you for watching Newsline. Take care and God bless.
Newsfirst, Newsline with